I just got out of watching a early screening of Flying Lotus's brand new sci-fi horror movie Ash. And this movie, I will say right off the rip, this will be definitely a movie I would have caught on the Sci-Fi Channel. It felt like that all the way through. If you're not familiar with Flying Lotus, you probably heard some of his songs play on Adult Swim. He's mostly known for doing music. Um, but now he has been, dabbling into film as of late. Now, I remember he dropped a film not too long, a while back. I forget exactly what it was called on top of my head, but I saw that he was coming out with a new movie. I was like, okay, I'm definitely down to go check this out to see what he does this time around. And you have starring in this Isa Gonzalez. I think that's how you pronounce her whole name. If I mispronounce it, please forgive me. Aaron Paul is in this as well. And pretty much this is a space horror type of movie where we have our main character, Riya. She is pretty much waking up and she's seeing nothing but disaster. Like, you have this AI voice kind of going off saying like there's movement going on, and throughout the movie you can see that the voice starts to get distorted, which is a little cool, interesting kind of sound design for this movie, and I'll get into that as well. But she wakes up, she has little to no memory of what happened. All you see is glimpses of her different crewmates being killed in really horrific ways. And then this is where Aaron Paul's character comes in, because he is kind of like the overseer, and once he pretty much kind of helps her recollect her memory, that's where the movie really starts to kick off. I will say, story wise, it's not the strongest. Like, the story is kind of all over the place. It could definitely feel confusing at times because you're watching things play out in present day, and then it quickly goes to the past before all this the crash happened, and it gets a little confusing. And on top of that, you have her going through some psychological things, and I guess it's all on purpose because this is very much so more of a psychological horror movie than just straight up horror. Just the whole premise of trying to find a planet that is able to inhabit human beings, and it's safe for people to kind of repopulate on that planet and terraform it. We've seen that kind of done before in like Alien and other sci-fi type of movies. But I do like the visual presentation of that psychological aspect of this movie, where Flying Lotus really plays around with visuals. I will say he's a really good visual storyteller, which there are some really dope visuals throughout this. There are some janky visuals as well. Like I said, it's very low budget. There's some visuals that look like video game graphics. In the beginning of this review, I said this would be something you would catch on Sci-Fi Channel. It really speaks to that. And I think the people that are fans of those types of movies is really going to enjoy this movie. Because I feel like the third act is where it really starts to kick up for me, and I was like, damn, it's actually starting to get somewhere interesting, even though I've seen this before, and I could see some people calling certain things, certain surprises ahead of time. Like I said, that is the fault of the story telling in itself, that, you know, a lot of the twists and turns that you get in this are kind of obvious, but I'm still kind of satisfied at the same time. It's weird, because I still had somewhat enjoyment of this movie. I think none of the characters are really memorable. They're kind of like pretty one note for the most part. So overall, like I said, this movie has really cool visuals at times. If you're epileptic, or you know what I'm saying, you this movie gonna fuck you up. It almost fucked me up. There was a lot of moving around with the cameras, a lot of POV shots that had me a little motion sick. I'm not gonna lie, but there's a lot of bright, flashing, colorful lights, and it's just like it's a lot sometimes. It's a little OD at times for sure. But like I said, I think if you're looking for like a cool horror sci-fi movie, you can definitely go check this out this weekend. I don't know when it's gonna drop on Shudder. I would suspect that it's gonna drop somewhere in like April, maybe May. I don't know, but you could expect it to drop on there soon. But I would recommend checking this out in theater if you're just looking for a new horror movie to watch. Like I said, it's not doing anything revolutionary as far as this type of story, but you know, I think you'll get some enjoyment out of it if you like those old school sci-fi channel movies. This is definitely going to be the movie for you. But if you do get around to checking this out, let me know your thoughts. Till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.